In the US, tumble as outage in IT services company Cloudflare brings down giants like ChatGPT, X, Perplexity, Amazon Web Services. Nvidia leads the fall with pessimism growing around AI valuations. Slight recovery in the Bitcoin, investors waiting for September US jobs report now, which is to be released after a long delay. United States affirms that a trade deal with India could be finalized soon. Close Trump aide, however, adds that India's relations with Russia have complicated the situation. The statement comes a day after Piyush Goyal made it clear that a deal will happen only when it is fair, equitable and balanced. Rajiv Jain-backed GQG Partners extends its bet on the Adani Group, raises stake in 5 companies. Through multiple block deals, reports say GQG has spent more than 5,000 crores in fresh investments. It's the same group which ploughed in more than 38,000 crore in Adani companies after the Hindenburg report. Bengaluru to get a new IT city on its outskirts. Karnataka announces a new massive tech project in Bidari. Says several countries have expressed interest in investing billions of dollars. It'll be part of the greater Bengaluru integrated township, which will come up on the Bengaluru-Mysuru highway. Google introduces its newest artificial intelligence system, Gemini 3, in a direct challenge to OpenAI's GPT. Says the new AI is state-of-the-art in reasoning and is built to grasp depth and nuance. The new AI will be immediately available to all users in its search engine. All right, let's take a look at global market first and how they're stacking up. As I just mentioned, clearly tech is playing spoil sport and all eyes now on Nvidia's numbers, which are due later on tonight, of course, in the US. Let's see how those markets shaped up overnight, down over 1% or so across. And we saw tech taking quite a beating as well. So while US markets are looking weak right now, meanwhile, on the trade deal as well, some clarity and yet some measures still to close. Officials from India and the US are gearing up. A senior Trump administration official has said that the law benefits farmers, fishermen and small industries. Listen in.
A partnership which is as comprehensive as the US-India relationship has many elements. And every element need not run at the same speed. परिवार में भी कभी-कभी थोड़ी बहुत नोक-झोंक तो होती रहती है. And of course, negotiations is a process, and India as a nation has to secure its interests, has to secure the interests of our stakeholders, businesses, and balance it with our sensitivities, with the farmers, with the fishermen, with the small industry. And when we find the right balance, you can rest assured we will even get outcomes on this score. But the friendship is very enduring and the partnership is ever growing. So we need not be worried. We stand on very strong pillars of democracy, very strong pillars of diversity, and a very strong pillar of a shared commitment to development.
All right, let's also welcome in Gaurang Shah, who's joining us on the show this morning. Gaurang, good to have you with us. Yesterday we did inch up, clearly positive momentum, a whole host of brokerage upgrades that are coming in on the index on the back of the entire consumption boost. Bihar elections are behind us now, and there too, of course, we saw it only feed into the momentum. What's your take? What are we headed in for today?
Thank you so much, Aabha, for having me on the show. Good morning to all the viewers of India Today and Business Today Television. Small disclosure, Aabha, as mandatory that all recommendations that I'll be sharing this morning on your show, these are the part of our fundamental team, research team. Our company, Jujit Rai, we do not have any personal investment, no financial interest, no conflict of interest either, but we give recommendations to our clients on similar lines. They might have their investment interest. So I think, Aabha, one thing that has excited me or has reinforced my confidence or our confidence, Aabha, is the earnings season. Beginning of the Q2 earnings season, there was a lot of obituary that was written, especially with respect to some sectors like IT, etc. And at the curtains down of the Q2, virtually, we are seeing that there is rising optimism, not only in terms of what we have delivered in Q2, but we are going to see in form of Q3, Q4 in the next financial year. So remember one thing, political policies, political alliances, political ups and downs in terms of election, numbers, outcome, trade agreements, they do play some important part in terms of direction the equity market. But one of the most important things that the market follow is the earnings, numbers. If you deliver the numbers as per expectation of about that, then the market will adjust itself on the higher side. And if you fail to do that, then it will adjust on the lower side. So I'm quite excited. I think sooner or later, we are going to see a new all-time high. Maybe we'll spend some time consolidating, but that new all-time high is not far away.
Fantastic. Okay, so earnings, of course, continue to be in focus. We've also got a whole segment of stocks that are in news. Gaurang, we've got Infi's buyback opens today. TCS, a whole big order, 5-year contract from the NHS supply chain in the UK. So that's a fillip for TCS. We've got LTI Mindtree expanding its partnership with Microsoft to drive AI-led transformation. Lots of news in tech, and the background currently is NVIDIA. We're going to be watching out for that tonight. Do you think that Indian IT, given how it's looking to adapt currently to the fast changes in AI and calibrate itself to what's happening globally, will withstand this trend? Are you seeing opportunity to buy at these levels?
I don't think it's going to be impossible. Maybe, Aabha, it may be a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction, or maybe a little bit of hurdle in terms of digesting whatever. And Aabha, one thing is absolutely known to all of us, that if there is one sector which always goes on evolving through changes in terms of new technology, that is IT. And we have to accept that fact. What is happening in US, in terms of the verbatim that we are hearing, AI, etc., a bubble waiting to burst, etc. Let's hope that that does not happen. If it happens, then maybe the repercussions may be felt across different markets and sectorial specific. In terms of adjusting or absorbing the changes, I don't think it's going to be difficult. We have already heard earlier. We have heard after the Q2 earnings, specifically from the top mid-cap, small-cap management companies, that they are evolving themselves, they are adjusting to the new change that is coming through, and that they will deliver over a longer period of time. And we, as a brokerage house, Geojit was always positive on IT, even when a lot of people were telling you or advising you to stay away. And now, with the Q2 earnings and the growth that lies ahead, I think it's all the more reason to reinforce your confidence.
Okay, so that's Gaurang's view on IT. And HCL Tech also has opened a new office in Calgary, Canada, so signaling continued global expansion. So a whole host of news triggers in some of those IT names, but we're also watching out for how the rout overnight on Wall Street impacts the stocks today. Meanwhile, Adani Enterprises, that's the other pocket in news, with the GQG investment coming in across Adani Power, Energy Enterprises, a whole series of block deals coming in there. We're just counting down to opening, so we'll see how some of these stocks pick up, but Adani Group also clearly will be in focus on that continued investment coming in from one of its major partners. There you go on your screen. Opening bell coming in today, it's really going to be about IT, it's going to be about Adani. We'll continue to see if some of those brokerage upgrades and positive calls on the index lead us closer to a new high. Let's pull up the index for you. Just a flat start right now, just a marginal downtick on your screen at this point of time, as we can see. Let's pull up the Nifty Bank, also down. Remember, PSU banks in particular have been in focus, and we've been seeing some strength building up there. IT is steady this morning, up about 0.2% right now. Let's take a look at some of the other gainers and losers for you on your screen. Let's pull up some of the index movers. Heroes continuing to see some traction. HUL, by the way, we've got the demerger of the quality unit, the ice cream unit, coming in line with its global strategy. So keep an eye on that one. Some value unlocking potentially there. So Infi's up, TCS is up, IT is looking good, Shriram Finance, Dr. Reddy's, Grasim, some of the other movers on your screen right now. Let's take a look at what else possibly is in the news this point of time. We'll come back and talk to Gaurang on HUL in a moment. But on the downside, some of the other financials, IndusInd Bank, Bajaj Finserv, for instance, ONGC is taking a breather, Cipla, Hindalco seeing some amount of profit booking or a cool-off coming in early morning trade so far. Apollo Hospitals, add that to the list as well. But overall, on the index, it's steady, just a marginal downtick. Markets clearly watching and waiting. I want to just bring up Grow. Let's bring up Grow for a moment because this stock has just been on a roll since listing. And what's happening now is that a lot of investors or short sellers who place bets on really getting out of it just after listing were caught in a bit of a trap. Today, it's now down 4.5% after series of consecutive 6-7% gains right after the listing day. So 179 is what we're looking at on Grow. Advanced decline ratio isn't looking too good right now. It is actually skewed towards the negative, but the cuts are limited and the index is just down marginally at this point of time. Gaurang, let me come to you on market opening. That seems to be the setup. It's mixed when it comes to auto this morning. Some amount of an uptick in HUL on the ice cream business demerger. Otherwise, banks are a little cooling off. So are some of the oil and gas majors. What do you make of this opening?
Well, Aabha, I think, like I said, we may spend some time consolidating, and that consolidation zone, which we had put out via our YouTube channel, Georgia Spotlight, on Monday morning, was lower end was somewhere close to about 25,700 to 25,800. On the higher side, we had anticipated a top heavy feeling somewhere close to about 25,980 and 26,075, 26,100. So broadly, we've been to those higher levels, and again, now we are consolidating. So according to us and according to me, Aabha, I think it is good to see this consolidation. We are possibly trying to make a base building exercise. Every time we do this, after making a upward move, we try to consolidate at a particular level and then again try to move up. And this consolidation results into a very strong foundation, which enables us to, stay at an elevated level as we go into it in the future. So this consolidation will continue, but I think sector and stock specific, there are a lot of stories that you can definitely record.
All right. So consolidation continuing there. A few other names on the screen. I think Wari is taking a bit of a knock, KEC International. So some of these on the downside. All right, we've also got, let's pull up some of the Shriram stocks as well. Shriram Finance, let's pull that one up for you on your screen. Muthoot Finance, some increase in guidance coming in there. So Muthoot's could potentially be looking good this morning. Pull up some of the financials to see how they're stacking up in an otherwise weak market right now. And Grow, let me pull that one up for you once again, because that's really the story, isn't it? We've got the fact that short sellers have been caught a little bit in the trap, and that now playing out today. 30 lakh shares moved into auction window, and that's leading to some amount of an auction coming in on Grow. 70% up in just the last 5 sessions. That's what we saw on Grow right after listing, with demand overwhelming the share supply in the market. It was really much in demand, but this is what we're seeing on Grow today, and a complete squeeze coming in, and the stock now down about 5% right now. Okay, a few others. New newsmaker, India's Azad Engineering, they've signed an aircraft engine parts deal with Pratt & Whitney. Let's bring that up as well. So from the broader market, defense continuing to play out as a theme all across, frankly, and this is something we've been talking about regularly, Gaurang. Just want to come in and chat to you about that, because while we have been talking a little bit more the last week or so on banks and otherwise, but defense continues to be a steady mover with consistent order wins, consistent deal news that we've been getting across the board here.
So Aabha, it is one of my personal favorite, let me be very honest. I've been discussing this sector with your colleague Shell and Shakshi for a pretty long period of time. And my sense is that this sector is a growth story for the next 3 to 5 years. So eventually, if you have the understanding, capability and wisdom to invest in any defense related stock, have a 3 to 5 year plus kind of horizon, because it takes time for these companies to execute the order because of the complexity in terms of technology and precision. As a brokerage house, we are positive on BEL, BHEL, Cochin Shipyard, Mazgaon Docks, to name a few. and the kind of orders that they are getting, not only from the Ministry of Defense on the local front, Aabha, but going into the future, global orders are something that these companies will be registering fantastic run rate in terms of not only the order book coming in, but post execution, adding the numbers to the top line and bottom line. So I think defense is a very, very long term growth story, and it's here to stay for quite some time.
Okay, so that's on defense this morning. We've got Inox Wind and KP Energy joining forces for a 2.5 gigawatt wind project development across India. Let's pull up those stocks as well and take a look. And, you can clearly see the structural shift play out in terms of the investments coming in and the deals coming in when it comes to infrastructure, defense, power, energy, renewables. Inox Wind is down about 0.3% right now. Cooling off also, we've got on real estate, that's clearly some profit bookings across the board today. We're seeing a little bit of cool off coming in across the real estate stocks. Just want to get your view on HUL, Gaurang, post the ice cream business demerger. Do you see much of an upside for investors there?
Well, we definitely see, and as a consumption theme, non-discretionary Aabha is something that will be in the spotlight for all the good reasons. And tax cut, tax benefit for 12.75 lakhs, good monsoon, boosting the income from semi-urban rural India, and of course the latest one being the GST avatar, new avatar of 2.0, introduced on 22nd of September. Okay. All this will lead to consumption boost as we go into the future, and I think the ground level green shoots are already visible from this month onwards, and I think they'll go even stronger as we go into the future. Hiving off of business does create a value unlocking proposition. We've been positive on HUL for a pretty long period of time. So it's like something like what ITC did. They demerged their hotel business and listed as a separate entity. So any company which has got diversified business, and if they eventually, the management decides on its wisdom to hive it off and list it as a separate entity, it does create value on it.
All right, and interestingly today, IT is up. So we've got Infosys, TCS, all of them seeing a bit of a move, and of course individual triggers there as well, but clearly no rub-off of what we saw overnight when it comes to some of the IT majors this morning. Infy is a nice 1% higher right now. Remember, of course, it's mega buyback opens and closes on the 26th, so that's the other trigger that we're tracking on an Infosys this morning. Now, Bengaluru will soon have a new IT city campus. Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar has said that the state government is planning a new IT city in Bidadi, with leaders from several countries expressing interest, investing billions of dollars in the project. Now, Bidadi is a town situated on the Bengaluru-Mysuru Expressway, where the Karnataka government plans to make a Greater Bengaluru integrated township. Listen in for more on this.
My IT Minister, Mr. Mallikarjun, our Priyank Kharge and Mr. Sharad Bachegowda, both of them have joined and helping this government, and all of them, I am getting hundreds of calls, so that they will start investing it, and a new IT city also is being planned in the Greater Bangalore near Bidadi in Bangalore South. So I hope this talent, this research, this innovation, startups will all join together, and even on this cyber issue, cyber crimes are increasing in the world. But Bangalore also has started, and we have taken an initiative from the Karnataka government.
All right, let's go across to Sagai Raj for more on this. Sagai Raj, good morning. Just talk us through some of the plans there as indicated. What can we expect? How soon do they intend to really see this come to life?
Good morning, Aabha. And if you notice that D.K. Shivkumar, who is the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka as well as Bengaluru in charge minister, is pushing for a lot of tech cities in the city of Bengaluru. And after AI city in South Bengaluru, now he has announced that there will be a tech city as well in South Bengaluru. Remember that South Bengaluru has been renamed from Ramnagara, and then now he is pushing a lot of investment, a lot of tech companies to establish their organization in the South Bengaluru. And yesterday he has also said that close to 60 countries, the delegations have participated in the tech summit, and they are showing more interest in the investment in Bengaluru. And that is one of the reasons that they are coming up with tech city in Bidadi on Bengaluru-Mysuru Express Highway. And in the past, he has also said that there will be AI city which will be coming up in Virdi as well. So you will be getting two IT parks probably in Virdi, one for tech companies, the other for exclusively for AI.
All right, thanks for that, Sagaraj. We'll leave it there for now, but do tune in at 3 p.m. for all the market closing action. That's all from us for this hour here on Business Today. From overnight global cues to live Dalal Street moves, we decode what matters for your money today. From stocks to sectors to the top business news, we've got your morning game plan covered. Watch me, Aabha Bakaya, as I bring you the opening bell action Monday to Fridays, 9:05 a.m. only on India Today.
From how the markets move today to what's setting the stage for tomorrow. From tariffs to taxes, mutual funds to your daily stock queries. Join me as I decode the biggest wealth creating ideas for you at the closing bell. Watch me as I bring to you the Business Today show every weekday at 3 p.m. only on India Today.
From overnight global cues to live Dalal Street moves, we decode what matters for your money today. From stocks to sectors to the top business news, we've got your morning game plan covered. Watch me, Aabha Bakaya, as I bring you the opening bell action Monday to Fridays, 9:05 a.m. only on India Today.
From how the markets move today to what's setting the stage for tomorrow. From tariffs to taxes, mutual funds to your daily stock queries. Join me as I decode the biggest wealth creating ideas for you at the closing bell. Watch me as I bring to you the Business Today show every weekday at 3 p.m. only on India Today.
From overnight global cues to live Dalal Street moves, we decode what matters for your money today. From stocks to sectors to the top business news, we've got your morning game plan covered. Watch me, Aabha Bakaya, as I bring you the opening bell action Monday to Fridays, 9:05 a.m. only on India Today.
From how the markets move today to what's setting the stage for tomorrow. From tariffs to taxes, mutual funds to your daily stock queries. Join me as I decode the biggest wealth creating ideas for you at the closing bell. Watch me as I bring to you the Business Today show every weekday at 3 p.m. only on India Today. From how the markets move today to what's setting the stage for tomorrow. From tariffs to taxes, mutual funds to your daily stock queries. Join me as I decode the biggest wealth creating ideas for you at the closing bell. Watch me as I bring to you the Business Today show every weekday at 3 p.m. only on India Today.
you're with us here on Business Today. And we're tracking, of course, all the market opening action for you. So far, a steady start. In fact, we've inched up since the first 15 minutes of trade, looking a little better right now after a slightly weak opening. Still about flat, but we've inched into the green. Can't get our eyes off growth, so I'm going to pull that one up for you again because, it's just seen a plummet today after 5 consecutive sessions of gains and strong gains post-listing. So today, those short swellers getting squeezed and Growth seeing about a 5% knock right now in the market. I've got Kiran Jani also joining us on the show this morning. Kiran, first, let's get your view on the index and where it's at. We've been watching all kinds of factors from global developments, IT stocks to private banks and the consumption momentum. What's the index looking like to you?
Very good morning, everyone. So overall, if we look at the sentiment or the domestic or international news, there are no such kind of a cautious news we have to worried about. As you mentioned that since last 5 days, we have a very good streak on domestic market front. Apart from that, if you look at the daily price chart or maybe weekly price chart, the Indian stock market or Indian indices are fairly trading very strong comparison with other markets. We can see Bank Nifty is trading its all-time high and forming a very bullish pattern. Similarly, if you look at the Nifty chart pattern, it is also forming a very bullish pattern on the daily price chart. Almost all the indices are trading above its all-time, all important moving averages like 50, 100 and 200. So all kind of dips we are definitely looking for to buy or accumulation zone. Because there is a good amount of rally we have seen over last couple of days, or we can say even a month. So there are chances we can see some consolidation or a time correction, but nothing to worry. Buy on dips would be the strategy. Level wise, the range has been shifted upward. That is, we can see definitely. As earlier, there was a support of 25,300 to 400. Now it's moved to the 25,600 to 700. So any dips toward 25,700 to 600, definitely one can accumulate Nifty. Keep a strict stop loss below 25,500, and we are expecting price target of 26,200 to 26,500 by this year end. Coming to the Bank Nifty is far better setup than the Nifty. It has given a breakout from cup and handle pattern, and a very good support for the Bank Nifty is somewhere around 58,500. So any dips toward 58,500 would be a very attractive or a risk reward favorable level to enter fresh into the market. Keep a strict stop loss below 58,000, and we can expect price target of 60,000 by this year end also. So on both the indices, we are very much bullish. Buy on the dip with the strategy. Again, I am repeating.
Okay, great. Kiran, let's talk about, your favorite stocks as well then, or at least what you're looking at in the near term for this week. What's top of your radar?
So as we mentioned that Nifty and Bank Nifty has given a very good chart pattern breakout on daily price chart. So we would like to go with the large cap stocks only. So first large cap stocks which we are liking, that's the Reliance Industry. After long times of consolidation pattern, we can see cup and handle pattern breakout on Reliance price chart on daily time frame. If you look at overall chart pattern, stock price was not able to cross 1500. Now it is sustaining about 1500 level. Momentum indicator is also into the bullish zone. And last 3 days volume, if you look at when prices are coming down, volume has dried up. So that's a clear cut. No one is ready to sell this particular stock and ready to accumulate it lower time at lower level. So one can go long Reliance Industry at current market price. Keep a strict stop loss below 1500. And for short term, definitely 1550, 1560 would be the target for Reliance Industry. Now on banking side, we like SBI. On PSU front, if you look at the overall chart pattern, there is a flag pattern breakout on SBI. So at current market price, you can go long. Considering the momentum indicator, it is into the little bit in overbought zone. So there are chances we can expect some of the profit booking or maybe some flash crash towards 960. So there is accumulation zone 960 to 970. Accumulate SBI within this 10 rupees range. Keep a strict stop loss below 950. And definitely SBI going to be a 4-digit stock by this year end. So SBI wait for 15 to 20 days, and for Reliance you can wait for at least a week and our target can be achieved. So SBI and Reliance will be the preferred pick at this point of time.
All right, great. So looking at those two heavyweights there, and SBI also with all the buzz in private banking is worth keeping an eye on. We've got Infi also up about 2%. Of course, the mega buyback is underway November 20th, closing on November 26th. And IT as a theme today is also looking good across the board. But Infi in particular, let's just get a view from you on that one, Kiran.
Uh, so before going on to the Infi, I wanted to give a view on Nifty IT. If you look at the Nifty IT indices, we have a contra bet on Nifty indices, and we already given a buy suggestion to our client and associates since long time. You can see particularly when this tariff news getting heated by this mid of this year, and the IT stocks again started falling very badly. But during this time, the IT indices has not breached down its previous low. It has consolidated very well. Now it is forming an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Trading above its all important moving averages, no doubt it is below 200 days moving average. But overall chart patterns look very much promising at current market price. 36,300 is the current market price. Any dips toward 36,000 would be the very good support. If this indices is not breaking down below 35,500, then we can expect a very good amount of rally on IT by first quarter of the next year for sure. So we are looking IT allocate some of the funds from your portfolio, and IT should be in your portfolio for sure. Now within the IT, having said this, the large cap stocks remain underperformed. We have seen Infosys after hitting a 2000 level multiple time, it has created a bottom somewhere around 1400. So now 1400 is very good support. After this buyback, we expect Infosys to perform very well. So at current market price, definitely one can go Infosys long at current market price, keep a stop loss below 1400, and this is again a long term bet. You can expect 1800 to 1900 kind of a target by at least February March on Infosys. Now, in this same segment, we like one stock, that is a Tata Technology. We have seen after IPO, stock price corrected like very badly. It has not made any such kind of a highs on daily price chart. Now at current market price, you can see stock price is trading below its all important moving averages. Momentum indicator is also in a neutral zone. One thing is very interesting. After making a fresh low of 640, it made a rise of 800. And then after 800 is again retesting its previous low, but volumes are drying up. So again, no one is ready to sell at current market price. Definitely, it's a very good accumulation zone. One can keep on that long-term portfolio Tata Technology from current market price. Keep a stop loss below 650 or maybe 640. And if you are okay to give 6 months, definitely within 6 months we can see 4-digit on Tata Technology. So we are very much bullish on Tata Technology. Definitely one can should long on Tata Technology.
All right. Let's also take a look at Bharat Forge this morning, expanding its presence in Andhra Pradesh, and in an exclusive conversation with Business Today's Karishma Sudani, Amit Kalyani, the Vice Chairman and Joint MD, shared the company's expansion plans and explained how the global manufacturing landscape is shifting. Listen in.
Amit, first things first, we are here on ground in Andhra Pradesh. Tell me, what is the kind of interest that you have seen by Bharat Forge in this state, and what kind of developments do you see happening?
So first thing is, we invested in Andhra Pradesh during the CM Chandrababu Naidu's first tenure. We built a plant in Nellore. That plant is growing nicely. Now we will look at growing that as well. But we are now making a large investment in Madaksera, where we are setting up a defense-related manufacturing facility. And we are looking at something in this area as well to support the shipbuilding side, where we are already a supplier to the Navy. But if the commercial shipbuilding also comes, then that's another opportunity for us.
Great, interesting chat today. Just a quick follow-up on that. Where do you see India's next phase when it comes to global manufacturing?
See, I think if you see Europe manufacturing is on the decline. And there are certain sectors where India has to increase for two reasons. It can export, and second is that India's demand is going to go up. So to meet India demand in core sectors, anything to do with metal-based manufacturing, capital goods, capital equipment, and transformation of certain industries from non-manufacturing into manufacturing sector, or unorganized to organized, such as our real estate sector. It's a very unorganized way of construction, labor intensive. And that is something where the labor is not going to be available, or it's not going to be cost effective. So moving that industry to a more manufacturing oriented industry is something that's going to take place. So you're going to see a lot of manufacturing in infrastructure, in real estate, which is going to transform the industry landscape completely.
Have we subsumed the tariffs impact?
Yeah, to a large extent.
And you're confident that the numbers in terms of our GDP predictions are going to come true?
I'm not an economist, but I think that India has tremendous potential and our economy is strong. Our entrepreneurs are very vibrant, and I think our economy is on a good footing.
All right, and Bharat Forge also at a 52-week high today, looking good. Kiran, let me get a call from you on this one before we wind up for the day.
Looking at the Bharat Forge, definitely a very good pick at current market price. If you look at the daily price chart, double bottom pattern breakout is there, and at current market price, it's a flat pattern breakout is also. So multiple bullish pattern on Bharat Forge. Definitely one can go long. Keep a strict stop loss below 1380. If 1380 is not broken down, then we can expect price target of 1500 over a 1500 plus also. So very good pick at current market price. Definitely one can go long.
Kiran, thanks so much for joining us. And just to touch base on those Adani counters once again, Adani Power, Adani Energy, Adani Enterprises. Power in particular is up about a little over 1%. Remember, GQG Partners buying a bunch of shares in block deals across Adani Group names and reinforcing their investment in the Adani Group. This is the same investment group that really put in money right after the Hindenburg report as well. So that's really why we're seeing some traction across some of those Adani names today. All right, this is where we'll leave it this morning, but do stay tuned. We've got lots of coverage continuing for you right here on Business Today.